read them anyway.
You sure did.
We won. Looks like his body couldn't handle all the mask side effects after all. I guess congratulations are in order. Ozma, you accomplished what you set out to do.
No.
I'm not done yet. Now that I know Gruda and his allies possess such extraordinary power, I feel I must aid in stopping him. I want to continue fighting by your side, Adel. Only when this matter is fully settled will I be comfortable in returning to Selray. Thanks. I should be the one thanking you. I could not have come this far alone. You have my deepest gratitude, Adel.
All right.
Well, I'm glad to have you with us. It's been a pleasure fighting by your side. I would agree. Oh yeah, Adel. What's that altar-like thing over there? It's been bugging me since we got here. We should take a closer look. Which altar-like thing? This thing right here? The right mask fragment?
All Vile Plumes RTA.
What?
All Vile Plumes.
Could this be the mask of the moon? Maybe, it's hard to tell. It's broken in two and I sense no power emitting from it. It's clearly no match for the mask of the sun. Well, can't hurt to take it with us either way. Yeah, and I have now to go get that one chest at the very beginning.
So there's these enemies that look a lot like Vile Plumes.
Yeah.
In Super Metroid, and they eat you and do a bit of damage and then spit you out. So this category is get eaten by all of them.
What? That's unique.
Don't worry, it gets better.
Yeah.
The other run that was in that video I posted. So there's two runs in that one. There's the Nintendo or Club Nintendo %, and then after that, there's Tickle the Fish.
What?
What? It's the run where you have to tickle the fish.
Sure. I don't have like half the swords. What?
Well,
or gauntlets, or spears, or armor. Where is that leaf? What?
what's up?
I just got a rotoleaf. And now
Okay.
I'm trying to find out what it is. There it is. There we go. Filled with vitality, it's a material.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
What are you doing back in here?
To get that leaf.
Oh, there was a.
So it was that chest that I had access to after I raised the water level the final time.
Yeah, tickle the fish.
Tickle the fish. That's
So there's a
very
red
unique.
fish. There's one red fish in the entire game.
right.
The category is just get the grapple beam, and it does no damage to the fish, and so you just shoot the fish with the grapple beam.
That's really amusing.
Yes. Also, tanks but no tanks.
Tanks, but no tanks.
Apparently, it's collect all energy tanks.
But no tanks.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Kill Croc's tongue. So, there's a boss in the game called Crocomire.
Yeah.
And the Crocomire fight is a gimmick fight. Crocomire has infinite health.
Right.
You kill him by pushing him into a pit of lava.
Right.
However, the way his sprite is generated, it's just the Crocomire sprite, and then his tongue is actually another enemy that you find later in the game.
Really?
Just placed like on a layer below him, but in his mouth, so it looks like his tongue, right?
Right.
So it's his tongue. But it's actually a physical enemy that can be shot and killed.
So it's a speed run to kill his tongue.
Yes.
Nice. I thought it seemed awfully cold. Is this snow? Indeed, this is the sacred mountain Vesuvio.
Oh, Crocomire.
It's said that before taking up the throne, King Lafance isolated himself up here to prepare himself for the challenges ahead.
Okay, but what the heck is death to Shaktul? What?
Who knows? I have never seen nor heard it tell of such a peculiarly shaped mountain before. Which of the peaks should we be aiming for? There seem to be two of them.
Oh, that's Shaktul. Okay. Got it. I understand. Anyway. It's an enemy.
Two very distinct ones, yes. The eastern peak is always covered in snow, while the western peak is an active volcano, always billowing smoke like it does now. We can't climb the western peak at the moment, but we should be able to reach the snowy eastern peak from here. The Grand Rue and the Rhoda tree felt an energy here similar to the Mask of the Moon, so we don't have much choice. I suggest we not think about it too much. I guess we not think too much about the road ahead and just start climbing. Come along now. Pick up the pace. Now let's see these guys. Halt, men. At ease. I'm exhausted, Sancho. Why do we have to keep running around like this? Why is it so cold here? You want to stay warm, keep moving. Being cold is your body's way of telling you that it's not moving fast enough. Please let us rest. If it isn't Adel, have you come to get in our way again? You know, I can totally see you getting in our way, but I can't remember a single instance where we've ever gotten in yours. What are you doing here anyway? Aren't you supposed to be tailing Garuda? Because trust me, you're way off the mark if you think he's near this mountain. We're not telling us our secret, and we'll take it to the grave with us if we have to. Right, Commander? No, I'll tell you if you really want to know. What? That's not like you. They helped us out in the Ashen Forest, and I despise being indebted to people. But we worked so hard to get that information. Silence. Stinginess is not befitting of a Roman soldier. Now listen and listen well. There's currently a large group of masked division soldiers mobilized on this mountain. Really? And yet Garuda is inside the Temple of the Sun. Their place is with their commanding officers, so I couldn't help but wonder why they'd come here instead. My instincts tell me they're looking for something important on this mountain. That's not good. Could they be looking for the Mask of the Moon as well? That seems the most likely possibility. Eldiel should certainly know of its existence. I guess we need to pick up the pace then. Still, I'm surprised you three managed to uncover that kind of intelligence. That's some pretty good work. Well, when you spend most of your days running around, you do overhear a lot of things. Yep, all you're doing is hiding and listening after all. Silence. Before we go on ahead, I have one final question. Young lady, would you happen to be related to the man named Remnos? You know Remnos? Much as I don't trust him, he is still technically a fellow Roman commander, and he seems quite capable in the role. So that is to say, if you want another chance to talk to him, you should go on ahead. You should hurry. What? Right, that's enough rest, men. Sancho, Panza, we're leaving.
What?
We only just got here.
Oh boy.
Give it up, Panza. You know he's not going to listen.
No fair.
Onward, march! Wait. Commander, wait for us. Off they go. Yep.
Touch it. Touch the glowy.
Leave everything to
Leave
me.
it to me.
Save the frames.
There's no saving them. They're gone now.
Excuse me, Governor General. Governor General? Oh, it's you, Leo. My apologies. I was lost in thought. I admit I'm somewhat surprised upon hearing that you, of all people, became the Governor General of Celceta. I never expected to find the fourth princess of the Imperial Roman Empire herself in a place like this. Please don't call me that. Here I'm to be regarded solely as Governor General Griselda. Besides, I've been scorned by the Empire in much the same way you have. Roaring Leo. I see. But I have no intention of looking back upon my past with shame. I firmly believe there must be a task that only we can complete here in this land. Whatever that task may be, I'll be counting on you, Commander Leo. Yes, ma'am. I'm honored. So they got sent off to the corner of the Empire as a punishment for something.
For something.
Or something.
Well, punishment? Perhaps not. More like out of the way. They were placed out of the way. You know?
So they're too good for their own positions, and others
Too good for their own good, you might say.
yeah, too good for their own good.
Yeah.
Others
Something
remove
like that.
them so they can do some shady stuff. Oh no! Oh, I can just go through these. Did I just?
Yeah, you just found a spot. Pretty good.
Pretty sure you're supposed to use this. Yeah. That's amusing. You can just roll right between those boulders.
87 on a dash? Oh, right, you upgraded it. Pretty good. Oh, 41 to the guy. So it is affected by the theft. Just when you thought you were safe from Argyros.
I'm just shaking my head. You can't see it.
Just 2 more
I'm
over
doing
there.
it. You know, every time we joke about this being an Argyros, it just reminds me I need to play through Generations Ultimate.
Well,
You know,
whenever you want to do that.
whenever. But you say that, and then we'll never play Guild Wars again.
I mean, Guild Wars will eventually be done if all you want to do is do the story.
Eventually. I mean, I do want to run dungeons, and it's a fun game. I'm not a huge fan of the art style.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
That's a bit surprising.
it's got a good art style where it's like very consistent with its seeming. I'm just not a huge fan of it. Honestly, to me, it looks like someone spilled the watercolor filter all over it.
You
It's
just mean
like-
for the loading screens or like everything?
Just like in
'Cause
general.
it certainly goes harder in the loading screens.
It's, I don't know how to put it.
All right. Leave it to me.
Oh, duh. Over here. It feels like the contrast or saturation is just really high. That's not the right button. That's the right button. It was the right button, but I definitely didn't have the trigger up. But yeah, I just think like the contrast or the I just forget what I just said. But that's what I think of their style. I mean, for instance, if you compare it to, I know WoW isn't very, it's not as prestigious as it used to be. But if you look at the art style there, the colors are kind of more muted compared to Guild Wars.
And you want them to be more muted?
No, it's just, I don't know. It's hard to explain why I don't like it as much. It's still
Okay.
decent. I don't know. I'm impressed that you knew where to find me. Should you really be here now? Your 5 retainers are worried about your absence from the temple. As the place where I first swore to become king, this is the starting point of who I am now. There's nowhere more suitable when I wish to think undisturbed. You can be quite the troublesome monarch, disappearing every time you have something to think about. So I heard about the tower. What inspired you to build one in such a place? Oh, nothing in particular. It's just a little retreat for myself. Perhaps a place suitable for me to think undisturbed. Are you intending to leave Elduke, then? One day, yes. I've told you before, I intend to leave the kingdom of Celceta to mankind, once I feel mankind is ready to take care of her. But it is best to do so in stages. First, I shall leave the Temple of the Sun and lend support from behind the scenes. Yes, I recall you discussing that plan once before. I intend to gradually move more and more into the background, so much so that one day people will completely forget my existence, at which point I will merely watch over them, living a life of peace and serenity. That's my plan anyway. I see. I would expect no less from you. Well, wish me luck, old friend. I'm going off to work toward this retirement of mine, bit by bit. Another of King Lefance's memories. Seems to have taken place right here too. Which means there could still be others in the area. I suspect you're right. We should keep an eye out for more as we go. Nice. It's not like just the colors, it's, I guess, the style? Like the general theme? Where is the development team located? Like where are they based? I'll check in a second what that achievement was. I just got the achievement Trails in the Mud. Walk an extraordinary total distance.
Ha ha ha, get it?
Ha, trails. Haha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Where are you located? Oh, Seattle.
So it's US. Ooh.
Oh, I could have told you US. I just thought you meant. Oh, you've done it now. Okay.
Who is this? Who am I supposed to be? Oh, it's her, right? I freeze one over so the other one's stronger. Gotcha. Oh. Other one first. So yeah, I just think it's an art style difference. I thought I sealed this.
They both broke.
Oh. That's where I'm like, just have both. Courage belt. Let's see what I get from having this equipped.
Yes, let's see what this one does.
Obtain SP when damaged. That's pretty good. Boy, I gotta hit this twice because of how they did this.
Yeah. You really should have just made it like the other one.
Yeah. Oh, it just swaps. Archerus, I thought I got rid of you.
There's no truly getting rid of Archerus.
That's a very unfortunate.
Archerus will forever be there.
Oh. Oh, hey, there's a diamond.
There's just a diamond.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear that? Apparently, some a developer, or maybe two, on Horizon Forbidden West was mad that Elden Ring was doing well.
Yeah, I saw that. That is so
Like,
pathetic.
I know they're mad
Like-
because it's like they don't even use. So the developer for Forbidden West was like, but they don't even have any quest design or like any UI. The UI is horrible, and it's like,
No UI does not equal bad at UI, buddy.
did you work at Ubisoft? I'm forgetting. Are you sure you worked on Forbidden West, or that you worked on every Ubisoft game ever? Oh man, I don't know who made it originally, but I saw Jason Schreier tweet a picture of Elden Ring, but if it was
yes.
actually made by
Yes.
a different, but if it was made by Ubisoft,
Yeah.
it was hilarious. Just the amount of shade thrown in that single tweet. Oh, I went the wrong way. God damn it. Just,
Yep.
it's so bad. But apparently a bunch of other developers piled on to the original tweet of being mad at Elden Ring, and it's like,
Yes.
guys,
It's not a good look.
it's not a good look. Do you even know what players care about? Or are you just saying what standards have been in the industry for the past, what, 10 years? Repeating? Hey, it's Romnos.
Hey.
Karna, Adol, I knew you'd come. It's a lovely tune. Adol, you're as pleasant as ever. What are you trying to find here? It must be pretty damned important if you need this many soldiers to get it. Oh, I think you know. Now that he has the Mask of the Sun, there's only one thing left Lord Garuda still needs. The Mask of the Moon. Formerly owned by King Lafance of Celceta. I was afraid you'd say that. So you're here for the same reason we are. Well, there was always a chance such a legendary artifact may possess the same power as the Mask of the Sun. Fortunately, it seems his worries were in vain. Oh, he has the other half and it's broken. What do you mean? We've already located the Mask of the Moon. You are right in thinking it's here on this mountain. What? However, not only is it broken in half, it appears to have lost all its former power. It's just a decoration now. And since we have no use for a broken shell of a mask, we just left it where it was. Broken. Does that mean? Most likely, yeah. So you're just going to let us have it? If you don't believe me, I'll by all means go and have a look for yourself. This whole excursion has been nothing but a huge waste of time. I have no desire to waste more, if you'll excuse me. Wait. What's happening to my mask? It's controlling him. Rumnus, what's going on? I knew we couldn't trust you. Did Lord Garuda not ask you to bring him the Mask of the Moon? It may have lost its power, but you have your orders. Why aren't you following them? It's not for you to decide what Lord Garuda wants. It's her. Weren't you supposed to be at the temple? Don't be coy with me. When you broke free of my spell on your own, I knew you had potential. Imagine my surprise when you suddenly pledged loyalty to Lord Garuda and excelled beyond all expectations as leader of the Mask Division. Your talents were great, and you needed no coaxing to help us. It's just like you were It's like you were just the perfect lackey. A little too perfect.
There.
I never thought I'd hear you compliment me so highly. I'm honored. Don't mock me. I knew I couldn't let my guard down around you. Lately, I haven't even been able to read your thoughts. That's why I decided to tweak your mask. I said it so that if you ever did anything that ran counter to your orders, it would take your life. What?
Oh.
Would you look at that? My little modification just kicked in. You were thinking of giving the Mask of the Moon to them, weren't you?
Oh dear.
I was doing so well too. I can't believe I let my guard down at the last moment.
Remnos.
The mass division is approaching. Whoa, hold on now. Are you telling me that everything Remnos has been doing this whole time was a ruse, it would seem? He pretended to obey Garuda, all while gathering information to use against him. I'm trying to remember if I was actually fooled or not. I think I was, at least at the very start. I'm happy to hear it. I thought my acting was fairly splendid. Silence. How dare you betray me? How dare you bring shame upon me like this? The spell I cast upon your mask will squeeze the life out of you bit by bit until the pressure finally ends you. But don't worry, your dear sister will be joining you on your trip to the underworld. Where does she go? I bet to recover the Mask of the Moon. We must dispatch these soldiers and pursue. Look out! It's still, I swear, this still seems like some sort of like Pokemon Team Eagle music. I forget which one it sounds like specifically.
Well, the guitars make it very Team Flare or Team Plasma.
Yeah.
Team Plasma.
Okay.
I'll turn you to ice.
Oh, okay, I hit the ball. Good. I was worried that I only hit the one. Oh, I'm still in a scene. That was the last of them.
No.
We'll find a way to get you out of this. I swear we will. Go after Bammy. If she gets the Mask of the Moon. But if you want to save him, you better hurry. Leo. Hey there, Leo. Not so tough now, are you? We could save him. How? Tell me. The only way to break Bammy's curse is to stop it at the source. In other words, you're going to have to take her down. Where'd you hear that? We overheard some of the guards talking about it when we were sneaking by. Yes, exactly. We were listening to the enemy's communications. It was genius intelligence gathering at its finest. We're really going to have to hurry, both to find the mask and to save Remnos. Go as fast as you can. Everything this man has done has been for the sake of his homeland. He's been pretending to obey Bammy from the start, trying to solve the mystery of the mask so he could pass that information on to you eventually. What? So you knew all along, did you? Which is, I hate to admit it, he's a chivalrous warrior. Leave him to me. I'll look after him until you return. Thank you. What brought this on? I'm only doing what's right. It's what any good commander would do. Just go and get the Mask of the Moon and open the temple door already. Otherwise, we won't be able to continue trailing Garuda. I'm not surprised. People usually complain to him or just straight up insult him. He doesn't get thanked very often. Silence, that's an order. We're going to need to take him somewhere safe. How about the Ruse Nest near El Duke? It's not far from here at all. Yeah, that'd be your best bet, I think. Very well. We'll be waiting for you there. Now hurry along, Adel. You've got no time to waste. Let's go. Remnos. I'll take her down and break this curse myself. I won't let anything happen to you. Take care, you guys. Yeah. Archeros!
You're never safe.
No. Man. You know, I wonder why they're bitter that the game Elden Ring did so well. I mean, they challenged a FromSoft game. How could you expect it to go in your favor? I only say that because it's a very cult niche classic series, and challenging it is not the best of ideas.